FHA loan is a loan that's insured by the Federal Housing Administration, which is a government agency. It's for people with either low down payments or who have less than perfect credit. So for example, a standard loan requires credit scores of at least 640, while an FHA loan will allow you to borrow money even if your credit scores are as low as 580. To get the best rates, you do need 640, but they are available up to 580. In addition, on a standard loan, you normally have to put down 5 to 10%. While on an FHA loan, you're allowed to put down 3.5%. And even this 3.5%, this can be a gift from a relative, it can be from a down payment assistance program, it can be from a lot of different ways. So you don't actually have to have that much money in order to get a loan using the FHA. In addition, the FHA loans allow a borrower to have some of their closing costs from the seller or from the builder. There's something called the Sellers Concession, where up to 6% of the purchase price can be conceded by the seller toward the borrower's closing costs. So if you have, for example, a house price of $300,000, $18,000 of that can be used to pay the borrower's closing costs. So in order to do that, you would raise the purchase price slightly, and then you would cover the closing costs. In addition, there are some costs that FHA loans have that other loans don't have. There's something called the FHA funding fee. It's 1.75% of the loan amount. So that's paid as upfront mortgage insurance to protect the lenders against loss. However, it's not paid directly by the borrower. It can get added to the loan amount. So if you have a $300,000 loan, they'll add 1.75% to that $300,000, and they'll lend you a little bit more money. So it would be more like $305,000 or so. In addition, there's mortgage insurance. And what mortgage insurance is, it's insurance for the lender against default by the borrower. The amount of that is 1.35%. So that's added each month to your monthly payment. And that is on your loan for as long as you have the loan. But other than that, it is a very good loan. The rates are excellent. They allow for people who are in foreclosure, for people who are in bankruptcy. You only need 2 to 3 years out of foreclosure or bankruptcy or short sale. It enables homeowners or renters actually to buy homes. It was designed for first-time home buyers. So again, the points that you should know about it are 3.5% down, up to 6% seller's concession, as low as 580 credit scores, 6% seller's concession is permitted, and there's a funding fee that gets added into the loan. But other than that, it's a very basic loan. You have to use a lender who is approved by the FHA, but there are lots of us who are, and it works out great. A lot of people like it, and it helps people get into home ownership. And that's about the FHA. Dan Schluffman, Classic Mortgage.